What's going on YouTube? This is GamerChamp23 back with guys another video, and we have a recruiting video, guys. I am so excited about this. This is a big week for the Yellow Jackets in our rebuild dynasty mode. We have tons of recruits coming in. Our season is going well. We're 3-1. We have wins over Virginia Tech, Maryland, and Miami. The only loss that we had was to the Virginia Cavaliers, and you guys know exactly how I feel about that one. But everything is going good in the dynasty mode right now, and as you can see, I have about 8 or 9 prospects coming to visit. I do believe it's 9 prospects that's coming. Some of these guys are 4 stars, some of these guys are 3 stars, but they're highly high level players, and we got some big ones coming in. And the emphasis that I'm putting on right now is recruiting that D line for that 4-2-5 guys. You know, you gotta have some ballers, you gotta have some dogs in that 4-2-5. It can be ran, but you gotta understand what you need. And so I'm excited to bring this video to you all, and it just gives you a little closer on how I am building my dynasty. And man, this is just exciting. But before we get into anything, you guys know I always say this: remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this content, and I just want to say I'm thankful and appreciated for everyone who's checked it out so far. And we're going to get inside the video, guys, of recruiting and building this Georgia Tech team. I'm actually going to jump off camera, and I'll see you back inside in the episode. All right, welcome back, everyone. So let me make a correction. I said I had 9 recruits. Actually, that is 8 recruits that are coming in to visit the ATL. And so what we're trying to do right here, we're just setting up our recruiting activities for the visit. We got a powerful D tackle in Blake Joseph that is coming in, and as you can see what he's interested in. He's interested in taking a city tour. He's also interested in the schedule, our conference prestige, and he's okay with talking to the professor. So when you're recruiting like this, you kind of want to just stay with the things that he's interested in, and then also the things that you can offer the best. As you can see, like some of these things I am just not good at right now, my program. But winning, I'm gonna repeat this: winning, guys, cures everything when you're trying to build a program, a football program. And as you see right here, this is all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to set it up as where I can play into my strengths with my program. And that's the beautiful thing about NCAA football 13, guys. This is why I love the game. You know, it has so much depth to it, right? And as you see with the activity feedback, he said, "I'm excited, coach." He can't wait to visit the ATL, and that's what it's about when you're building your program. I mean, he's 6'3", 312 pounds. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give him a little call and hit him up on the phone. But again, this is what I enjoy about NCAA 13, slightly over 14, is the phone, right? And not using so much of the point system. NCAA 14, don't get me wrong, is a phenomenal game. The gameplay on 14 is obviously a little bit better. Well, not a little bit better, but a whole lot better than 13. But it's some things that 13 just has that just has me enamored with it, right? And that is the stadium custom sounds. Of course, that's on 14, but it kind of glitched out on 14. And then the stadium entrance. Every team has an entrance that it can come into, and I really enjoy that aspect. It adds immersion to the game. But let's get back to recruiting. You know, with Blake, all I'm doing is just I'm lying to him. No, I'm kidding. I'm not lying to him. But right here, when you make these promises, guys, it's very important. And here's just a little trick, a little hack. When you make a promise, if you make a promise to play in the same state, it gives you points. It doesn't matter if they are already in Georgia. If you make a promise for them to play in the same state, guys, you're gonna get the one up on them. So that's just a little recruiting hack that I learned. So you guys, if you're in the dynasty mode and you may say, well, hey, how am I losing? If you're in the ACC, promise a kid that he's gonna play in the state of Florida. For me, I know I'm gonna play in the state of Florida at least 1 or 2 times out his recruiting cycle. Well, him being into the university, against Miami, or it could be against Florida State as well. So, all right, guys. So we have another recruit right here that's coming in to visit. We got a powerful wide receiver, Nate Martin. Now, he's actually out of Illinois. So this one is a little tricky, but he has me listed in his top 2. He's listed to go to Wisconsin, but I believe with a great visit, we'll be able to snag him into our football program. And as you can see, these are the things that he's interested in. Playing style. Playing time a little bit, slightly. It's a B+, so we can roll with that one. He's not into our academics at Georgia Tech at all. It's the least thing for him. And he said he can't wait to visit the ATL. So we got another one coming. And again, guys, we're playing against a formidable opponent. Week 6 is against Middle Tennessee State, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this should be a game that we should be able to beat up on. This should be a game that we can get these stats going for our football team and for the recruits, that they'll see that we have a lot to offer. So y'all, for me, I wanna schedule a visit against a cupcake, and there you have it. So again, with these promises, I'm not gonna promise him a game in the state of Illinois. You know why? Because I don't have an opponent that I'm gonna take on from there. So what I promise him, that he will get good national exposure, right? And now I'm going back into my pitches, and I'm just taking a look at how can I sway him to me, basically. And as you can see, I could probably sway him from Wisconsin, because I see that Wisconsin had like a C+ on one of their things. So I'm just taking a look at it. So I can't do anything right here, or at least I shouldn't. Yep, and I backed out, of course. I actually recorded this before I made the video, so I'm just doing it live right now, as you can see, with me just jumping in with the VO, with the voiceover. So I'm having a little tough time just trying to figure out what I want to do with Mr. Martin. And I am going to go with this one right here. I do believe playing time. And as you can see, I compared it against Wisconsin, and Wisconsin dropped a -31. So that's beneficial for me. And it should allow me to get into his top 1 instead of me being number 2. So right here we got a free safety coming in, Darius Perez. That's a pretty good name right there for football, man. All the girls gonna love him. Hey, Darius. But that's just a little joke, guys. Gotta have some fun in this recruiting dynasty videos, guys. Gotta make it fun. This is what it is essentially, man. When I take a look at this game, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am super, super excited for the next version on Next Gen. And I think they're gonna get it right. I do believe that they're gonna get it right. As long as Ben Humiller is in charge, and I heard they got some of the college football revamped guys as well on staff, I feel confident. We'll make a video about that at a later date, but I'm pumped up, man. But I gotta say, shout out to my PS3, right? It is still going strong. It's still, and I have a fat PS3 too. Backwards compatible. It is still going strong, guys, and it's enabling me to bring all of this content with NCAA Football 13. So we're on Darius right now, and we're trying to schedule his activities for his visit. And we can see some of our strengths are taking a tour. His is proximity to home, talking to the professors. That's an A for us. And actually, playing style is not really something that I want to go with on that one. So he said he's always wanted to visit Bobby Dodd. Am I saying that right? Bobby Dodd Stadium? I hope I'm saying that right, guys. If I'm not, please let me know. But I believe I am saying that right. And so right now, again, we're just trying to make sure that we can hone in on these recruits, right? You know, we're just making sure that we can hone in on these recruits. He is a 64 overall, but you know, you trying to find players that fit your scheme. That's what you're trying to do. Now, typically in the 4-2-5, you know, you want your free safety to be a great roamer because he has a lot of responsibility. Sometimes in that 4-2-5, you know, you can be manipulating the coverage where it looks like it's just a single high. And when it is just a single high, because you have those safeties coming down and creeping down to help out with the run, you want that free safety, guys, to be able to roam the field and make plays. He needs to have some decent speed on him, and he needs to be able to hit as well. So, you know, that's what you want out of a free safety when it comes to running 4-2-5. And right here, I am just setting up the campus visits with Roddy Horn. Roddy Horn is wanting to come to the Yellow Jackets. I want to see any related to J.C. Horn. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. You know, you got to make this thing fun. But as you can see, guys, he's wanting to take a city tour, which we have no issue. So we're going to pitch him on. Well, we already pitched him on that. And he's looking to speak with the professors. They're showing an A. And the other one is he's sort of into conference prestige. And yep, here's another one, guys. He said he's always been interested to see a game at Bobby Dodd Stadium. So I did say that right. Initially, I was kind of wondering if I said that wrong. So what I want to do right here is, and just a quick FYI when it comes to setting up your recruiting board, especially when you start to get late in the recruiting cycle, you kind of want to gear it towards who's visiting, because it kind of will help you to stay more organized. As I just kind of wanted to bring that tip to you. Try to keep your board organized. Sometimes, me personally, I can be all over the place when it comes to recruiting. But you can set your board to some organization, actually, where you can sync it from like 1 to last, basically, or 1 to 35 to as far as your recruits, who's the most interesting. Then as you get into the season, once you start having recruits come in, you can set that board to actually, you can set that board up to your visits, and you can have it going in order. So if for me, my visit starts at week 6, and what you can do, you can set your visits. If you just scroll over and use the sort tab and hit square, you can set your visit and have it in order. And I think that's a very, 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 very good thing to do. Again, organization is key. And it's just like real life, guys. You want to be organized when you have all these great recruits coming in. The worst thing that you don't want to show is that you don't know what you're doing. And this is very, some people say NCAA 13 football. 13 is kind of time consuming because of the recruiting. You got to pick up the phone and call. I like it. It's immersive, man. You know, in real life, you got to pick up the phone and call these recruits. Again, no slight to 14, but it uses a point system. I prefer the phone system, but that's just me, though. That's just me. And here we go right here, guys. We have Keon Bush coming in. Overall, it's a 73, another 4-star. And like I said, it's all about, for me at this point, it's all about making sure my D-line is powerful when you're running that 4-2-5, because we got to remember you only have 2 linebackers, so you need a DN that can, you know, obviously rush the passer, and then you probably need another DN on the other side that is more balanced, meaning that he can play the run and he can rush the passer. And also you want your big D tackles to be able to take on and shed blocks that's going to allow your 2 linebackers to make plays. I just gave y'all the sauce when it comes to running a 4.25. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm attracting talent because what I am winning. And you know what they say, recruiters recruit. I'm one hell of a recruiter. Gamer Champ 23 can recruit. And what you got to realize is this: when you're recruiting in this game, start with your pipeline. Start with your pipeline. I know this is kind of a little off subject, just a little bit, because we said the recruits are coming in, but I wanted to give you guys just a little insight as well. Start with your pipeline. For me, and as he say, sounds like a great time I'm in. Boom, we got another one coming to visit, right? So you want to start with your pipeline, and the reason why you want to start with that pipeline is because that's going to enable you to hone in on who's interested in you in your state. So if I'm Georgia Tech, since I'm Georgia Tech, I know that I play in the state of Georgia. I'm already going to have access to home. Stay home. The best thing that you can do is to keep the recruits home. Then we could talk about going into South Carolina, Florida, which is a pipeline. All those states are pipeline. North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia. Then we can start going into those states, right? And we got another one, guys. We got another one. He said he got his bags packed, and he's ready to go. Oh, that's still Mr. Bush. My apologies. I think he changed it up because I went back in and kind of adjusted some things. And that's another thing. When you start catering to your players, especially in this recruiting, when they come to visit, they'll say different things just like that. And so right here, guys, we got Ryan Browning, a fullback. We actually need 2 fullbacks. And we decided to go with him. He's a 1-star, but I mean, he's rated 72. Has good speed, 81. And he's locked in with us. He's locked in. We just got to make sure that we stay the course with him. We keep catering to him. We do good pitches for him to make sure that, West Virginia or Alabama can't slide in for this one. Because Alabama could get anybody that they want if they really wanted them, right? You know how Nick Saban rolls. But right here, we just want to kind of play to his strengths. Actually, we have a ton of things that we can, pitch him on. Well, that he's already excited on, not necessarily pitch him on, to show that, we are the school for him, essentially. Whether that is watching practice, which would enable the playing style. He'll get to see how we play. Playing time, I'm telling you, this guy's going to start day one for us because we don't have any fullbacks on the roster. He said, sounds like a great time I'm in, and that's what I'm saying, guys. You just got to play to your recruit strengths. I think I'm going to go in and change it because I didn't think I liked that answer when I was originally recording. But let's just see what he does if I do change it. Let's see. Okay, so I didn't change anything, but sometimes different situations can give different outcomes. So we have about 8 recruits coming, and he's actually a soft recruit. Keon Bush is sporting a 73 speed, 6'1", 242. I'm excited about him. We're listed number 2. When it comes to recruiting, I think we'll make an impact on this visit because we're going to go hand with that defensive line. And this is my most prized recruit, an 85 overall kicker. I know you guys are like, what, a kicker? Listen, and some of these games are close. You're going to need a solid kicker, and I'm actually losing my kicker this season, after I finish up this first season of my Dynasty. So this guy is a gem. He's an 85, and actually this is my first gem that I've ever had. So welcome Antonio. Antonio is already soft committed with us, and we're gonna get him. There's no doubt about it. We just want to play to some of his strengths, which is talking to the professors. I'm gonna stay away from discuss schedule because it shows the least for me, and typically you don't want to play into that. And he says, I got my bags, coach. I got my bags packed, coach. I'm ready to visit the ATL. I'm telling you guys, there's something brewing in the ATL. Again, we got another fullback. His name is Kevin Perez. Haven't really scouted him too much. I don't know his speed, But as you can see, he's ready to commit. He's ready to basically, he's getting close, rather, to committing with us. He's a 1-star. But stars don't matter. It's all about how you play. And we run a beautiful scheme. We run a power spread offense. I know Jeff Sims in this game, or in my Dynasty mode, he was basically leading the ACC in rushing. In passing. But I am a power spread guy. And if you watch my last game, you really see how I just pounded the ball with Gibbs versus Miami. So we need fullbacks. And I think I will redshirt him just so I can have him for an additional year. But he's basically ready to commit to us. We're rated number 1 as far as his interest level. So, and again, he's home. He's home. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. When you're recruiting, make sure you stay at home, guys. There's really no need to go across the whole United States and California. You can if you want to. But if you have a program, like if you have like a Georgia or a Georgia Tech or a Virginia Tech or a Miami, Florida State, Florida, Alabama, guys, Clemson, if you're using teams like that, you can stay at home and then venture out to your pipelines. And again, guys, something big is brewing in the ATL, guys. So this is going to wrap up our recruiting episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, Kevin Perez said, I can't wait to check out the campus, Coach Collins. Look, guys, it's going down. It's going down in a major way in the ATL, just like Young Jock. But, guys, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's watched this video. And we have a big, important game coming up against Middle Tennessee State. And I hope to see you guys on that live stream, guys. Make sure that all your notifications are turned on so you can't miss anything when it comes to this NCAA Football 13, Georgia Tech rebuild. Again, this is Gamer Champ 23, signing out.